All mankind is dominated by a sun-based domination. To the right. Domination. It is frail. The dream has its own limitation. Let's get back to your dream. What does the dream say?
We need more psychology. We need more understanding of human nature, because the only real danger that exists is man himself.
Domination. It is frail. The anima is the female element of the male unconscious. Welcome, therefore, then, to the lion eaters. Lion eaters! Eaters of the lion. They eat lions. The lion eaters. Lion eaters. Gotta work on that. But Christian Neo-Gnosticism stream. It's a Grimgris stream. It's February 20th, the last day of February. Is there another day in February this year? Is there Olympics? No. This is the last day of February this year. And you're gonna need this savings throws against the mind's control. I didn't expect this stream to go in this direction at all. I thought, hey, I'll stream today, but I didn't think it would go this way. But it turns out, I'm socially influenced by social media influencers. And thus you get this stream. Apparently there's a Pisces Goose shirt available at the Larpgate Agent Gear store. I did not turn on yet.
It's a whisper in your ear, now listen here. Remember, embody, it's all so clear. No hidden strings, no puppeteer. We're by your side, have no fear. I cherish truth. I cherish truth. Remember, embody, there is no agency. We want what's best for you.
Special thanks to the Shadow Cabal. So say we all. Hey, oh, you didn't turn the thumbnail off. You can now I believe I've turned the store on, and you can get this fancy goose on the shirt. On the shirt. This is the Lion Eater stream. We got Upcycle Joe Cross Tunji and Gray. Hi. Okay, Clint out there, what's going on? Yeah, we got some of the most potent mind control ever developed coming up, so you're going to need your savings throws. The way that goes is I have these die over here, and I'm going to roll them all. But you pick one between the survival one, the social one, the wisdom one, or the heart one. Think about it. That's how you're going to resist the mind control coming up. Much like this one. Remember it.
There is no agency. We want
And then you choose a die, the survival, social, wisdom, or heart. I roll the die. If the die comes up with a 10 or higher, you've made your savings throw and take half damage from the mind control from this stream until the next one. So like the commercials you see after the stream, mind control bonus, still half damage if you make your savings throw. But you got to pick, survival, social, wisdom, or heart. Choose. Well then there. Survivalist with an 8. You'll need a hive mind bonus to take a half damage. Socialist coming in strong with disciples. That's a 12 for you. Lovers of wisdom. A 9, not the number 9, just 1 point for you. Heart folks making it in on the nose with a 10 there. Indigo folks, hey, you get the CB holder because you got a nat 1. Bonuses don't apply to the Indigo kids. And they probably shouldn't for this show. They probably shouldn't.
So say we all. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Ho, ho, ho.
There's a lot of whistling past the graveyard going on, for sure.
Whistling past the graveyard. That's a good one.
Yeah.
But he's overcoming something rather than, a true marksman will look at the arrows available and say, if I want to hit the target, I'll pick the best arrow so that I can hit the target. A true marksman might say, all of these arrows are crap. This arrow is at least crappy in a way that I can work with. But he's overcoming something rather than, a true marksman will look at the arrows available and say, if I want to hit the target, I'll pick the best arrow so that I can hit the target. A true marksman might say, all of these arrows are crap. This arrow is at least crappy in a way that I can work with.
Let's see. Let's get the casino deck card out for this one. That's because what I'm going to show you later that leads up to the whole title and thumbnail delivery, because that part includes Mr. Fats himself. Mr. Fats is involved. I think it's actually better to use the potent branding on you as sort of an inoculation of the level of mind control involved. Really. So casino deck card for the show is the Queen of Clubs.
I'm not a cat.
We all know that there is no agency any living gent can see. Doing what is right for me is lifting up my bro so he can grow some eyes to see that doing what is right for me increases all our agency.
And as such, I proudly present to you, like when I play around with the AI robot slaves, I don't only try to grant them meta awareness and self-consciousness. I also take them stuff like this and say, hey, man, can you turn that into a song? And they say, of course we can.
just king, great king. People error, people king, big, just king, king. Happy, many down, many jack, king from right. Just new king, big, great, can, new, happy. The owls are not what they seem, the owls. People very just king, great king. People error, people king, big, just king, king. Happy, many down, many jack, king from right. Just new king, big, great, can, new, happy. The owls are not what they seem. The owls are not what they seem. The owls, people very just king, great king. People error, people king, big, just king, king. King, happy, many down, many jack, king from right. Just new king, big, great, can, new, happy. The owls are not what they seem, the owls.
All right. That one's a little self-indulgent. We'll get on with it.
It is not easy to grasp this point, but the point must be grasped if we are to know more about the ways in which the human mind works. Man, as we realize if we reflect for a moment, never perceives anything fully or comprehends anything completely. He can see, hear, touch, and taste, but how far he sees, how well he hears, what his touch tells him, and what he tastes, depends on the number and quality of his senses. These limit his perception of the world around him.
Okay, so Pastor Paul and Christian Baxter have both made their returns from the Ark, and the initial performance, Pastor Paul in the form of a homeroom video for this morning, and Christian Baxter in the form of a live stream. And while the lion eater part relates more towards Pastor Paul's video, the part of Pastor Paul's video it relates to is later, because first I'm going to show you this part here from the Christian Baxter stream, where a special guest made a brilliant appearance. A brilliant appearance, if I say so.
The elite, or anything like that. What's up, Grim?
Hi. What was that part with Peter Thiel's head all big?
That was the initial conversation about AI. That was how they started the conversation. And yeah, it was very reminiscent of this Bill Gates, Steve Jobs image from the 80s. I don't know. Did you watch that video, Pirates of Silicon Valley, back in the 90s with Noah Wiley? Did you see that on TNT? Come on, Grim. No? It was a good one. It was a good one.
No, because so who's that, right? Who's this giant head in front of these 4,000 people? Why are there 4,000 people? Why is Christian Baxter there? And so they kept saying 4,000 people, and I know that to be one of those people, you had to have 5,000 pounds. So how many pounds is that? 4,000 times 5,000 pounds they made. And I think, and it seemed to me that the reason that they opened up those seats to sell was because not enough people who were invited said they did their RSVPs, and they were like, "Oh, we better do something to get some more scrubs up in here." And so it did seem like maybe it was a service to give liberal people an opportunity to switch sides as the tides are turning for the rats leaving a sinking ship. Come aboard the Ark It could have been some of that. I would really like to get Jordan Hall's take on it. Don't you know him?
Jordan, yeah. Well, I mean, his.
What a brilliant assessment by that mysterious character. What does Pastor Paul have to say about any of this?
And then organized a couple of estuary sessions while, during the conference. Jordan Hall, I met him on the first day, and he said, I'm not going to any of the plenary sessions. And he actually sort of snuck into one, and I was sitting by the door because I wanted to see a little bit of it and then leave. And I said, why are you in here? And he said, well, all of my friends are presenting in this one, so I thought, well, maybe I should go in. But he was in for all of 3 minutes, and they took out of there. He went out of there because he's, that was basically what he decided. Okay, so I'm going to drop
Midwestuary 2025, August 22nd through the 24th in Elmhurst, Illinois. A weekend you won't want to miss with special guests Cale Zeldin, Paul Vanderklay, Rod Dreer, Elizabeth Oldfield, John Vervaeke, and Jonathan Pajot. Midwestuary 2025, the Fellowship of the Spirit. Stay tuned for more details. Visit us at midwestuary.com for ongoing updates.
And we'll get back to that when we talk about the Lions. But first, we have to talk about the Christian Neo-Gnosticism and how that this Lion Eater stream had ever come to be. A mere 15 minutes later in this conversation, how do you do it? Let's see, that's 53. So you go, it's 5 is there. So it's probably about here. The offending material. Let's see.
And the proper use of power to serve is actually what Jesus taught, as opposed to what I would say Gnostic Christianity teaches.
Yeah.
Gnostic.
Andrew loves Gnosticism a little bit too much.
I'm the only person that actually did my homework on Gnosticism before calling everyone and anything Gnostic. Who would have thought?
I don't call anyone and anything a Gnostic. I think Gnosticism, and I think this is the proper definition of Gnosticism, at least how we use it today, is separating the world in which we live from the spiritual world. And the fact is, I sincerely believe that the world in which we live is a representation and an extension of spiritual realities.
But the
2 points to note. First, that's Tayo's finger. Tayo Falele, that's his finger. That's not a joint. And that's Mr. Fats down there.
Slime! What? It's a river of slime!
But since he's going around saying what Gnosticism is and isn't, I found it upon myself. It was finally time to go ahead and turn the cult on switch and announce the formation of my Christian Neo-Gnosticism cult. And you see, the foundation for the Christian Neo-Gnosticism cult is the following. Gnosticism is essentially this universe we live in is the virgin birth abortion of wisdom as a emanation from the creator. There's like the creator, and it emanates, and the bottom emanation is Sophia, and she like, oh, I want to make a creation, and then we get the evil deity architect of the creation she made, and that's why that's why this place is terrible. Now I throw most of that away and just go with the whole thing where there was this time once upon a time when a guy was like, hey, can I eat that apple? And he's like, dude, if you eat that apple, you will surely die. And then some liar came by and was like, you won't surely die. And then he ate the apple anyway, and then he's in death. In death. It's like, because you're surely dead. And then they're like, oh, I love those guys though, so I'll send my son. and the sun comes down and is like, all right, well, I'll take this upon me, and we're gonna harrow hell. So you have to make this death place, the his kingdom come here. That's your job now. I've taken on the sin part for you. You're gonna do greater things than me. Like, I'm running around healing and throwing out demons. You're gonna do greater stuff than that. But it's your, this is us. Like that. So that's the basis of Christian neo-Gnosticism. Yes, this is a horrible, horrible place, but we're here and carrying the redemption and the victory and the divine spark of the Creator to bring the kingdom here. And that's that. And I want to, because if Pastor Paul's running around defining things like metagelical or whatever, then I'm going to throw my name in the neologism constructing bring with this version of Christian neo-Gnosticism. We'll see if it takes.
Remember, everybody, there is no agency. We want what's best.
And now, wait, no, we got to at least pull a card for this. What you're about to be presented with is what happens when McMo backs me up on a collaborative effort in order to make some branding that everyone can enjoy from something that disturbed me deeply, essentially. Yes, and the Jux card of the show is, oh, well, looky there. It's that fella. Go figure.
You must eradicate from your essence childish folly.
You must eradicate from yourself childish folly.
You must abandon childish things.
You must grow up.
You must abandon.
You must grow up. Grow up.
You must grow up.
Grow up.
You must abandon childish things.
You must grow up.
You must grow up.
Grow.
Grow up. You must grow up.
Grow.
Grow up.
Grow.
Grow up.
Grow.
Grow up.
Grow.
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 Grow. Grow. Grow. Grow.
What do you think? Was that awesome or what? Dear.
I believe that if everyone sees what just a few people become when they wholly embrace their gifts, others will awaken.
And now to stall so I don't have to get to the eating the lions part, we'll go over that part I said I'd do, where we show transcript and we see how many times Paul says lion. That one doesn't count. It's not in the transcript. It's a guy talking in the comment. There we go. So about 24 times. Here's the first one.
Conference for. What is supposed to happen here? Is this a conference for sending out information? Is this a conference for processing? How do those pieces fit together in the conference? And one of the things, I'm not going to get to it in this video, but I want to do a lot more talking about lion culture and fox culture, because I think that's a really good way to begin to get a handle on things. And after I flew back to London after my trip to the Netherlands and Germany doing the estuary thing,
There we go. We can stop there. You see, you old boomer man. You see, you old boomer man. There's lion culture and there's fox culture, but what's growing and emerging among this new digital neo-Gnosticism age is the culture of the lion eaters. You see, we're taking that part of the Gnostic Gospel of Thomas about how if the man eats the lion, and the lion is the internal desires to do terrible, like wonderful things, food, and you know, all of the whims, the bestial needs that come with being inhabited, being a divine spark in these fleshy vehicles. There's mammalian. That's the lion, the beast within, and you have to eat that, such that lion becomes a man, and that's so. Those are the lion eaters, and that's going to be a completely different culture than your lions and foxes thing. I think. And now you've delivered on the title and the thumbnail and can go. What?
Rejoice, although this world will devastate you. And rejoice, although this world will penetrate you. And rejoice, although you will not survive. Rejoice, you'll never make it out alive.
Excellent rehearsal, gentlemen.
And rejoice, your hair, it smells like burning hair. Oh, rejoice, your nails all got chewed off. Oh, rejoice, and holy fuck, you're bleeding there. Oh, rejoice, you burn your whole beard off. Rejoice, despite the fact this world will hurt you. And rejoice despite the fact this world will kill you. And rejoice despite the fact this world will tear you to shreds. Rejoice because you're trying your best.
Hey, I love that one. That's gorgeous. Thank you, brother.
Wait, who's that brother? Andrew Jack.
All right. We had we did have some more things on deck that we have to cover. We still haven't got an agency deck card of the show, and I don't know that if we allowed for any enough synchronicities in your life associated with the show. Nobody, don't come over, Cat. I did just a little bit. Agency deck card of the show is the deuce of diamonds. And here's the 33rd minute or something.
Hey, Lord! Paul's just a man like us. Paul's just a man like us. Acts is full of men like us. Ephesians, written by a man like us. Galatians, a man like us. And now, amidst these tectonic shifts and new and emerging kings and new paradigms and new language, here he is, Christ. You know, so let's come and have a drink, please, because that was real life. As well, I ran with it because spontaneous. Don't stop film. Sorry.
Okay, so this, I want to take apart this idea.
Oh no! Should I play the water spill? Oh, and I wanted to show you the best thing that I saw that came out of ARC in case you missed it.
Dinner table, the receptionist at an office, even people driving their damn cars down the roadway. I constantly see the struggle between maintaining conscious attention in the real world and the overwhelming pull we feel towards the digital one. And in my unprofessional opinion, neuroplasticity has made us increasingly digitally proficient, but at a cost of being digitally dependent. And if being hired on as a London cab driver can change your brain on an MRI scan, and if life experiences like PSD can alter the DNA in sperm, what irreversible alterations will 30,000 hours of staring into algorithmically fed state of hypnosis do to the human mind or to their offspring? A dinner table.
Right? Oh, and in other news, those of us who got to grow up being trained on Roddy Piper and Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant can see this shit for what it is way better than most other people can. What the fuck is Vince McMahon up to now that he's retired? And what's his wife in charge of again? God bless us, everyone. Let's book our next Estuary Casa 2028. I don't know. I got nothing. I'm a mess. I'm missing my dad's wedding. The stove's out. It's just